Morning, squirrels. Well, I'd say morning. It's where are we at? 4:45 on a Sunday morning, and I'm off on a bike buying trip. New to me, bike time. Quite excited about this one, as I usually am when I buy a bike. I'm excited about all of them. This one is not had one before. It's a Honda Pan-European st1100. Big old dinosaur. A bit like me. It's 2002, 41,000 miler. It's all the way in St1100, I think it's pronounced, near Prestatyn in Wales. And I'm told by Google, hope she's right, although I don't think she's woke up yet this morning, but she just tried to take me off the A30 onto a back road when it's clearly not the right way. But so Google, hurry up and wake up, will you? I know where I am, all the way up to Bristol, but I just like to have a sat nav on. So I digress. Yeah, so going to pick this bike up. It's a cheap bike. I've always fancied one. They are supposed to be the world's best tourer. You could argue that. Some would say Honda Goldwing, or some would not. But anyway, lovely fellow. I was chatting to him over the week, Sunday morning, over Friday and Saturday. He very kindly sent me some videos of it, lots of photographs from all different angles, and I've decided, yeah, going for it. So I'll keep you informed. Good day, squirrels. Well, I got the new beast home. It was a long day that. Set off at 20 past 4 in the morning. Got back at 10 past 6 in the evening. So it was a long old day. And here she is. She's going to get a spruce up, bless her. So now I've taxed and insured it this morning. Insurance fully comprehensive, cost me £89 with Swinton. So I ain't grumbling at that. And now we're going to take her out on a maiden voyage. Got to start it up as usual. I've got to the bike and forgot something. I don't know if I've ever got to the bike and just jumped on and gone. I always forget something. And on this occasion, it's gloves. So while we're here, there's the Honda with the new throw-over panniers I bought. Just mocked it up, ready for when I can go camping. Not at the minute, I ain't camping. I haven't got gear to camp in weather as cold as this. I must say I do like the sound of that V4. Bitterly cold today. Well, it's about 7 or 8, but the most noticeable thing is it's blowing a hoolie. So, and it's just about to start raining, so here we go. Let's get out in all sorts. Whoa, it's lovely. See if those heated grips work. ABS lights on, but I'm told once I start rolling that will go off. Let's zero the trip. So I know all these miles today are mine. Yep, out goes the ABS light. Going very carefully down here. She's a big old heavy beast. It's the first time I've thrown my leg ever over one to ride, and my driveway is a beautiful place for being nervous on a bike. It's all gravel. Right, well that rain's coming, so never mind. We've got waterproof gear on. Let's go and see how she rides. Oh, straight away, foot peg ratio. Nice, lights are on. Yes, mirrors, good. Foot peg ratio to seat, I like. Lots of bottom end grunt. Yeah. Okay, liking it so far. Screen's shorter than I thought it would be. It's the standard screen, the original one. Front brake's nice. I'm not sure, is it like the Blackbird this? It's got linked brakes. Check my indicators working, everything. Yeah. Right. Onwards. Five-speed box. I'm looking for 6. Don't bother. So very blustery today, so this will be a really good test. So there we are, 70 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour, 3,500, probably 3,600 revs. Temperature gauge is coming up. Yeah, it's all feeling pretty nice at the minute. Let her get warmed up a bit. 3,500 revs. Seat's comfy, I must say. I like the overall seating position. Ever so slightly canted forward, but yeah, nice. Smooth engine. Let's
and it's blowing a hoolie today, so this is a very good test for it, to be honest. Roll on. Yeah, she rolls on nice. Yeah. That doesn't feel too bad considering just how much wind there is today. In fact, it feels bloody nice sitting here at an indicated 75. Seems to be a sweet spot at 4,000 revs. That's nice. Temperature gauge hasn't come up a lot. I don't know if that's its normal resting position. Could be. Heated grips do work. I can feel them. Very nice. So, the chap I bought it off, he'd had it 2 years, an engineer. Gave me a lot of paperwork with the bike. It's had stainless steel downpipe and collector fitted, so that's one issue dealt with. The other issue is the swing arm. It's got some surface rust, doesn't look too bad, but my plan is to oik it off, have it shot blasted, have a good look at it once it's shot blasted, and then either powder coat it or layer it up with some POR15, which is like a chassis paint. Really good reviews. Expensive, but really good reviews. Well, that's done the run up the bypass. That's good. Yeah, the guy I bought it off, the engineer, had it 2 years. His wife bought it him for his birthday. And she said, "Oh, it's Bruce." I said, "Pod? The bike, it's called Bruce." I said, "Oh, right." She said, "I name every vehicle." I said, "Oh, I never normally do, but clutchless gear changes, even with a shaft. No problem. Sweet." So he's called Bruce. I said, "Oh, okay then." I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll keep this vehicle named Bruce as Bruce." She said, "I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have many good, happy rides on it." I said, "Well, I'm just started a YouTube channel. I'm not brilliant. I'm no Steven Spielberg, but what I'll do is when I take Bruce out for a spin, I'll give you a link to it so you can have a look." once Bruce has proved himself, we can consider a big tour on it. But let's face it, they have a reputation for reliability, these bikes. Stellar mileages on them. People have reported to do 250,000 on them with no major issues, providing they're well maintained. Stephen, the chap I bought it from, he had it serviced twice in his ownership in 2 years. The dealer serviced it. He bought it from Honda in Shrewsbury. The dealer serviced it upon him having it, and then just as I've taken, it's now January the whatever it is, 9th I think, strong crosswind there, he had it serviced again December the 2nd, so about a month ago. So one thing I normally do whenever I buy a bike is buying oil and filter on it, but in light of that I won't with this one. Keep an eye on it, oil level wise. I have to say, I've not got my heated gear. I'm well wrapped up. I've got the heated grips on. The fairing does a good job of keeping the cold off you. My legs are warm, my feet are warm. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all actually. Looks as if temperature wise she rests just off the bottom, about a quarter mark. Not seeming to move much. Oh, she's lovely, pottering along at this speed. I'm in top, 2,500 revs. She's doing lovely. Drop it down these bends. I'm not going to go but yeah, I must admit, for all its bulk, it's not shy of 300 kilo, not far short of 300 kilo, it feels quite light and nimble in the bends. Suspension's plush. Don't get me wrong, it's 20 years old, and it wasn't a sports bike when it was new, but for what she is, she's feeling pretty nice. A little bit unsure about fuel economy. Stephen hasn't, to be fair, used it much. I think he's put 2,000 miles on in 2 years. It's done 600 mile in the last year. So I asked him what it was like on fuel, and he said he thought he got about 140 mile, if I remember rightly, to a tank. Well, looking online at who did a report, Bennett's. I do like the brakes, they are pretty good. Bennett's said you shouldn't have any issue or too much of a problem getting 250 to a tank full. So that's a long way off 140 that he said. So it's either running as sick as a dog, or he's not really sure about those figures because he hasn't used it much of late. Anyway, I'm not going to do. I'm going to go out for a couple of hours if I can. I've got to work later today, so I can't go out super duper far. But we'll give her a fair old test run today, and see what we think. Oh, look at that for a pothole! Bloody hell! I do like the torque it's got. It from under 2,000 revs it pulls. The gearbox I am surprised with. It's a very sweet gearbox. The clutch is super light. Is it hydraulic? Yes, it's hydraulic clutch. Brakes are good, and it's got, of course this has got ABS, and it works. But I've tried it, but put it this way, the light is on when you fire it. Ah, now then, I've just realised something. When you put your feet down, I bang my shins on the fairing. I must remember that. Yeah, that fairing is near my shins. Heated grips are nice. Got a nice, what am I on? About 3/4 setting at the minute. And I can feel it, and my hands are nice. That plant engine, oh, it's a beauty. About 6 years ago I had a Honda st1100 pan-European, the later model. I don't know if you recall, police lost one of their constables or officers in an accident on one. Got into a nasty weave which couldn't get it to stop and lost control. Really strange. Some did it, some didn't. Those brakes are good. Some did it, some didn't. Mine did it. Yes. Anything over 75-80 mile an hour started to weave, and I never really pushed it. I think I once did 100 mile an hour on it, on a closed circuit course, of course. And I didn't like it at all. Didn't feel safe at all. So I didn't have it that long. But then I am a bugger for changing bikes anyway. I don't have any bike too long. Except the Blackbird, I had that 12 years. This, if you like, is, in my mind, this is an old man's Blackbird. In that it's a bit more comfortable. I like the Blackbird. I love the Blackbird, in fact. That's why I had it 12 years. However, it used to give me backache, wrist ache, arse ache, neck ache. So it's time to let her go. and I've, ooh, look at that for mud. I've when I saved up these pennies to buy this, I was looking at another blackbird, and I was sorely tempted, and then out of the blue, I don't know where, something popped up. This it was on a YouTube video. There was just some guy doing a charity run. A couple of guys bought a couple of these, paid 850 quid for them or whatever it was, and took them on a charity run. And I thought, perhaps, because a lot of people say this is the better of the two Pan-Europeans. So I thought, well, I've never had one of these. In fact, I've never even ridden one. So I found this one in lovely Prestatyn, or near Prestatyn, and had an epic 14-hour drive yesterday to go and fetch it in the back of my van. Taxed and insured it this morning. £89 fully comp. £100 to tax it. Well, it's hands off, rock steady. Yeah, no weaving, wheels are balanced nice, feels taut. Love it. Just arriving at Newquay now. I'm going to go through out to the top end of Newquay. Right, a little bit on further on past Newquay Airport, I think. Let's whack them heated grips on full a minute. Previous owner said once they're on full, they were pretty damned hot, so we'll try it. Oh yes. I know a lot of people fit aftermarket screens on pans. Virtually every pan you see has got some aftermarket screen or other on it. This is the original. It's doing a pretty good job of keeping the wind off me, I've got to be honest, on what is a very blustery day. So, do I feel the need to put a bigger one on? Don't know yet. I'll have to ride it on a calm day, see what I think. It's the thing, if you're riding in, taking a bike to France and Spain, you're geared up with a nice big screen for UK weather, and you get somewhere where it's 30 degrees and you don't feel no air. You need some fresh air. Yeah, those grips are beginning to burn now. He was right. They are good. I'll back them off a bit. So far, so good. I likey. No likey, no lighty. Likey, lighty. She wants a pair of brake pads in the back. And within a month I'll have to get a new front tyre on it. In all honesty, it's although it passed its MOT not 60 miles ago, it's lower than I like, I've got to be honest. Oh, temperature gauge has moved up a little bit now we've pulled into town after so the temperature's definitely working. She's very nimble, I have to say. I'm impressed. And very easy at low speed moving. I'm going to have to put some little gizmos on here. I want a USB for keeping my phone charged up. I keep losing, I can't find, I keep going to indicate with the horn. Keep forgetting to put my thumb up high enough for the indicators. Yeah, I want to fit a USB for my phone. I think I've got another lead to wire up for my heated clothing. st1100, similar bike, similar era. Yeah, so USB for phone, wearing me heated gloves and what have you. I'd like to get, I've got a clock, yeah. I'd like to get a voltmeter and temperature gauge rigged up. Oh, the pickup is great from Tickover up. It's a 30 mile an hour average speed camera along here, so I've got to behave. Shall we top it up and see how much it needs? 152 here, that's not a bad price. Not. Yeah, let's fill it up. Let's fill it up and see what she takes. Oh, E5 unleaded. That's super. Okay. Where's the side stand? Back there. Just put E10 in it for a minute. Okay, 10 litres. Right, back to it. There she is. £16 worth of fuel. Let's have a map on Kalimoto. I just want a map on so to look at while I'm riding, that's all. Okay, here we go, right. Zero the trip. Fuel gauge fill. Right. Oh, now then. Heated grips. Turn them off. I'm not sure whether they do turn off when you stop the bike. There's a good thing. Point to ponder. So, left up here. Start moving, see how quickly that fuel temperature gauge comes back down. Well, you can't hear me for the wind, can you? Sorry about that. See how quickly that temperature gauge recovers now we're moving again. Yeah, it's coming down already. I'm not going to push it because, like I said, the front tyre is more worn than I'd like. I've spent all my pennies, so I can't afford a new one for a minute. I can't afford the brake pads either. Well, I can. I get a set of brake pads. My life depends on it. She's lovely. I like it a lot. No, I'm first impressions of this screen, height-wise. I'm in a bit of a sheltered valley here, so I've not got much wind as there is at the moment today. It felt all right. Roads are a bit drier up this way. Yeah, that temperature gauge is back down to where it looks like open road resting is a quarter, and it goes up to half when you're in town. Well, it's a cool day today. Might be a different scenario on a hot summer's day. So we've wanged a tenner in. No, we didn't. We've wanged 10 litres in. 16 quid. So it's I'm only going to get 30 or 40 miles on today. I'm not really going to get any impressions of tank range. Yeah, she'll go when you send her on. There's no sudden urge, it's just a very flat spread of torque that sends you along quickly. Yeah, it's good. It's very linear, that's the word. There's two of my favourite bends up here, but it's not the day for testing it. It's cold and greasy here, look. This is a particularly nice left-hander. I don't know why, I just like it. But I am not going to push today. It's cold, it's greasy. I love that left-hander. And I love this right-hander. Don't know why, but I just do. Yeah, that's nice. I'll normally be 20 mile an hour faster than that, no matter what I'm riding. So you can send it on. Good wind protection off those little mount-on wind deflectors on top of the mirrors. I don't feel any wind on my hands at all. so my hands aren't particularly cold, and I do suffer from terrible cold hands very easily. 10 to 11, well, I've got another hour, so I want to be back for 12ish. And somebody at the front door. Oh, you're going round the outside, eh, mate? Ooh. Yes, he nearly hit that fucking lorry. Obviously he got his mind trying to avoid the puddle. And clobbered himself on a lorry nearly. Shaft drive too, get in. No chain faffing. It's a similar type thing to the Yamaha diversion I had. I would say it's a better engine than the Yamaha diversion, in that it's smoother and torquier. However, I don't think the bike overall is as quick as the diversion. Might be wrong, I haven't really wrung its neck. The diversion was quite a sprightly old girl. Yes, nice. I wonder if this has a an under-seat toolkit. Right, I think I'm going to go back down the am I going to go back down the A30, or am I heading out to St Austell? Yeah, I think I'll head out St Austell way and come back via through Truro. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. Get a nice, that should get me 30-40 mile in. Sends her on, doesn't it? Yeah. Feel more than capable. Doesn't feel unduly worried about doing that kind of speed. Right. My left foot is cold for some reason. The right one's fine. Now look at this oil stain here, all on the road. Somebody's lost a shed load of fuel. Back there. Could be diesel. Okay, bobbling down here now. It's I've not programmed the thing to take me down here. I'm just going to go down to Portree seafront. Oh, what's going on here? Good man, he's letting me through. Whoa. I was going to go around that, then it was too tight. It's too tight towards the hedge. Like that. I don't like to go into first when it's moving, I've noticed, so I must stop doing that. Chattering the gears. It's bloody beastly now. $12.07. Well done, Bruce. It's been a pleasure. The first ride out. One of many more to come. I'll treat you tomorrow to a wash and brush up. There they are, the filthiest roads I've been out on today. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little ride out, as I have. Whoop. Yeah, we got a bit of a flood. Yeah. Been a little 70 mile getting to know you journey. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm going to do a YouTube bit now. Like, if you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. That'd be lovely. Subscribe to the channel. You know it helps. In the meantime, be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, buy a pram. Cheers.